Ever faced disrespect and wondered, how do I handle this? It's a question we've all grappled with at some point in our lives. In a world where interactions can sometimes turn sour, finding the right response can be challenging. But fear not. Amidst the chaos and challenges of daily life, there exists a beacon of wisdom that has withstood the test of time: Stoicism. Stoic philosophy offers a guiding light, illuminating a path of resilience, wisdom, and inner strength. In today's video, we will unravel 10 Stoic ways to deal with disrespect, empowering you with the tools and insights to face adversity with grace and fortitude. Are you ready to transform moments of disrespect into opportunities for growth and self-mastery? Let's embark on this transformative journey together. 1. Maintain emotional equanimity. In the face of disrespect, maintaining emotional equanimity is paramount. Stoicism, with its emphasis on self-control and rationality, offers invaluable guidance in this regard. Rather than allowing ourselves to be swept away by the tide of emotions triggered by disrespectful behavior, Stoicism encourages us to cultivate a sense of inner calm and composure. This entails practicing emotional detachment from the opinions and actions of others. By recognizing that we cannot control how others behave or what they think of us, we free ourselves from the burden of seeking external validation. Instead, we focus our energy on mastering our own emotional responses, choosing to respond to disrespect with clarity of mind and serenity. 2. Focus on virtue. When confronted with disrespect, Stoicism exhorts us to turn our attention inward and focus on cultivating virtuous qualities. Virtue, according to Stoic philosophy, lies at the heart of a well-lived life. By nurturing virtues such as patience, wisdom, and courage, we fortify ourselves against the sting of disrespectful behavior. Patience enables us to maintain our composure in the face of provocation, resisting the temptation to react impulsively. Wisdom guides us in discerning the most appropriate course of action, allowing us to respond to disrespect with thoughtfulness and perspective. Courage emboldens us to uphold our principles and values, even in the face of adversity. By embodying these virtues, we not only preserve our integrity and dignity, but also set an example for others to emulate. In essence, focusing on virtue empowers us to rise above the fray of disrespect and navigate life's challenges with grace and honor. 3. Practice acceptance. In the face of disrespect, practicing acceptance can be a powerful tool for maintaining inner peace and perspective. Stoicism teaches us to acknowledge that disrespectful behavior often stems from the insecurities or issues of the other person, rather than being a true reflection of our own worth. By embracing this perspective, we can detach ourselves from the emotional sting of disrespect and cultivate a sense of compassion and understanding. Acceptance does not mean condoning or excusing disrespectful behavior. Rather, it involves recognizing the reality of the situation and choosing not to internalize or take personally the actions of others. By reframing disrespect as a reflection of the other person's struggles, we can respond with empathy and grace, thereby diffusing tension and fostering a more harmonious resolution. 4. Control your reactions. Stoicism emphasizes the importance of maintaining control over our thoughts, emotions, and actions, especially in challenging situations such as encountering disrespect. While we may not have control over the disrespectful behavior of others, we do have control over how we choose to react. This is where the principle of controlling our reactions comes into play. Instead of allowing ourselves to be swept away by anger, indignation, or hurt in response to disrespect, Stoicism teaches us to exercise rationality and self-discipline. We have the power to pause, reflect, and choose our response deliberately, rather than reacting impulsively in the heat of the moment. By cultivating this inner discipline, we can respond to disrespect with dignity, integrity, and poise, thereby preserving our sense of self-respect and diffusing potential conflicts. In essence, controlling our reactions empowers us to navigate interpersonal challenges with wisdom and grace, ensuring that our responses are guided by reason rather than driven by emotion. 5. Set boundaries. Establishing and maintaining clear boundaries is essential for preserving self-respect and fostering healthy relationships, especially in the face of disrespect. Stoicism teaches us the importance of self-awareness and self-respect, which includes recognizing and asserting our boundaries. This involves clearly communicating to others our standards of respect and the behaviors that are unacceptable to us. By setting boundaries, we establish guidelines for how we expect to be treated and signal to others what behavior is not permissible. However, merely setting boundaries is not enough. We must also be willing to assertively uphold them when they are crossed. This requires courage and self-confidence, as well as a willingness to enforce consequences when necessary. By maintaining firm boundaries, we safeguard our dignity and integrity and send a clear message that disrespect will not be tolerated. 6. Refocus on what matters. When confronted with disrespect, it can be easy to get caught up in feelings of hurt, anger, or resentment. However, Stoicism encourages us to take a step back and refocus our attention on what truly matters in our lives. Rather than dwelling on the disrespectful behavior of others, we can redirect our energy towards our goals, values, and priorities. This involves cultivating a sense of perspective and recognizing that the opinions and actions of others do not define our worth or determine our happiness. By shifting our focus away from negativity and towards positivity, we regain a sense of agency and control over our lives. We can channel our energy into activities that bring us fulfillment and joy, whether it's pursuing our passions, nurturing our relationships, or contributing to our communities. In doing so, we transcend the limitations imposed by disrespect and reclaim our power to create meaning and purpose in our lives. Refocusing on what matters allows us to rise above adversity and cultivate a sense of inner peace and fulfillment, regardless of external circumstances. 7. View disrespect as an opportunity for growth. In the philosophy of Stoicism, every challenge, including disrespect, presents an opportunity for personal growth and self-improvement. Rather than viewing disrespect as a purely negative experience, Stoicism teaches us to reframe it as a chance to put our principles into practice and cultivate resilience. By facing disrespect with a Stoic mindset, we can strengthen our character and develop inner fortitude. This involves embracing the challenge head-on, recognizing that adversity is not something to be avoided, but rather an inevitable part of the human experience. Instead of allowing disrespect to undermine our sense of self-worth, we can use it as fuel for growth and transformation. By responding to disrespect with dignity, integrity, and grace, we demonstrate our commitment to Stoic principles and reaffirm our own strength and resilience in the face of adversity. 8. Practice empathy. In the face of disrespect, practicing empathy can be a powerful antidote to anger and resentment. Stoicism teaches us to strive for a deeper understanding of the motivations and perspectives of others, even when their behavior is hurtful or offensive. By adopting an empathetic mindset, we can transcend our own ego and connect with the humanity of the person showing disrespect. This involves putting ourselves in their shoes and considering the factors that may be influencing their behavior, such as stress, insecurity, or past experiences. By cultivating empathy, we can respond to disrespect with compassion and understanding, rather than judgment or hostility. This not only diffuses tension and fosters a sense of connection, but also reinforces our own sense of inner peace and resilience. Ultimately, practicing empathy allows us to transcend the cycle of negativity and conflict and cultivate a greater sense of harmony and compassion in our interactions with others. 9. Detach from external validation. Central to Stoic philosophy is the idea of finding contentment and self-worth from within rather than relying on external validation. When it comes to handling disrespect, this principle is particularly relevant. Stoicism teaches us to cultivate a strong sense of self-esteem and confidence that is independent of others' opinions or actions. By internalizing our sense of worth, we become less susceptible to the impact of disrespectful behavior from others. Rather than seeking validation or approval from external sources, we look inward for validation, drawing strength from our own values, virtues, and principles. This internal validation shields us from the fluctuations of others' opinions and makes us more resilient in the face of disrespect. By detaching from external validation, We reclaim our power and autonomy and cultivate a deep sense of self-assurance that is impervious to external influences. 10. Maintain perspective. In moments of disrespect, it can be easy to get caught up in the heat of the moment and lose sight of the bigger picture. Stoicism reminds us to maintain perspective and keep in mind the transient nature of individual incidents of disrespect. While disrespectful behavior may feel hurtful or significant in the moment, it is often fleeting and inconsequential in the grand scheme of our lives. By zooming out and viewing the situation from a broader perspective, we gain clarity and insight into its true significance. Stoicism teaches us to focus on what truly matters in the long run, our values, goals, and relationships, rather than getting bogged down by temporary setbacks or conflicts. By maintaining perspective, we prevent ourselves from becoming consumed by negativity or resentment, and instead channel our energy towards what brings us fulfillment and joy. This broader perspective enables us to navigate life's challenges with grace and equanimity, knowing that individual incidents of disrespect are but minor blips on the radar of our larger journey. As we conclude our exploration of 10 Stoic ways to deal with disrespect, I encourage you to reflect on the timeless wisdom of Stoicism and its profound relevance in navigating life's challenges. Remember, in the face of disrespect, we have the power to maintain emotional equanimity, focus on virtue, and practice acceptance. We can control our reactions, set boundaries, and refocus on what truly matters. Disrespect, when viewed through a Stoic lens, becomes an opportunity for growth and empathy as we detach from external validation and maintain perspective. As you journey forward, may these Stoic principles serve as a guiding light, empowering you to face disrespect with grace, resilience, and wisdom. Thank you for joining me on this transformative exploration. Let us continue to embody the timeless virtues of Stoicism and cultivate a life of inner peace, strength, and dignity. Until next time, and may your path be filled with wisdom and virtue.